Okay, so you know the feeling, right? You walk into a supplement store, or you're scrolling online, and you're just hit with this massive wall of protein powders. It's totally overwhelming. Well, today, we're cutting through all that noise. We're going to find out which protein is the true champion for your fitness goals.
I mean, think about it. You see all those giant tubs, the sleek bags, every single one of them is promising to be the magic bullet. Build muscle faster, recover quicker, get you those results you are working so hard for in the gym. But honestly, with all those choices, how do you know if the one you picked is actually the right one for you? Well, that's what we're here to do. We are going to settle the score once and for all. Think of this as the ultimate protein championship, a head-to-head, science-backed showdown to see which proteins really stand tall when they're put to the test. So here's the game plan. First up, we'll meet the contenders entering the ring. Then, we're putting them through 3 intense rounds: the speed test, the muscle-building power test, and the final quality report. And we're not just going to leave you with the results. Afterwards, we'll build your personal protein playbook, and then, finally, we'll crown the champion. Let's get into it.
All right, let's kick this championship off by meeting our contenders. Each of these is a major player in the fitness world, and they are all fighting for that title of the ultimate muscle-building fuel.
In the ring today, we've got the dairy heavy hitters, Whey and Casein. We have the classic powerhouses, egg and beef protein. And representing the plant-based kingdom, we've got soy, pea, and some of those specially formulated plant blends. Each one has its own unique strengths, but today, we find out how they really stack up.
And we are right into round 1, the speed test. Look, after a tough workout, your muscles are just screaming for nutrients to start repairing themselves. So in this round, speed is absolutely everything. We're looking at how fast your body can break down the protein and get those crucial amino acids right where they need to go. So what we're measuring here is the difference between fast and slow proteins. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Some proteins are like sprinters, right? They're designed for a lightning-fast delivery right to your muscles. Others are more like marathon runners, giving you a slow, steady supply over hours and hours. For this round, we only care about one thing: pure, unadulterated speed. And wow, just look at the massive difference between our 2 dairy contenders. Over here on the left, you've got Whey, the ultimate sprinter. It gets digested super fast and floods your system with muscle-building amino acids in as little as 30 to 60 minutes. But then you have Casein, the marathon runner. It actually forms a gel in your stomach, creating this slow drip feed of aminos for up to 6 hours. 2 totally different game plans. With a performance like that, the winner of round 1 is crystal clear. For sheer, blistering speed right when you need it most, you just can't beat Whey. For that immediate post-workout recovery window, Whey is the undisputed champion of speed. Okay, so Whey absolutely crushed it on speed, but what about raw muscle-building power? Welcome to round 2, the muscle-building score. For a lot of us, this is the main event. This is where we find out how well each protein can actually flip the on switch for muscle growth. To really get this, we have to talk about something called muscle protein synthesis, or MPS. Now, the best way to picture MPS is to think of it like a highly skilled construction crew inside your muscles. When you lift weights, you create these tiny little tears. The job of the MPS construction crew is to rush in, use the amino acids from your protein shake as their raw materials, and not just patch things up, but build the muscle back even bigger and stronger than before. So, it all boils down to this one simple rule. To build muscle, your rate of construction, that synthesis, has to be greater than your rate of demolition, or breakdown. The entire game is just to keep that MPS construction crew working as hard as possible for as long as possible. Simple, right? So how do we get that crew to punch in and start building? Well, the science is super clear. It comes down to one superstar amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the foreman on the construction site. It's the one that blows the whistle and signals the entire crew to get to work. Without enough leucine, that crew just kind of stands around and no real growth is going to happen.
And this, right here, is exactly why not all proteins are created equal in this round. As you can see, whey protein is just absolutely packed with leucine, which gives it a massive advantage in signaling muscle growth. Now, soy has a very respectable amount, making it a strong contender, but a lot of single-source plant proteins like pea are naturally a bit lower in this critical amino acid.
In fact, the research points to something called the leucine threshold. You can think of this as the magic number. You need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in a single serving to totally max out that muscle-building signal. Hitting this threshold with your protein is one of the single most important things for triggering growth after your workout. So, with its incredibly rich leucine content and its proven, powerful ability to kickstart muscle protein synthesis, the winner of round 2 is, once again, whey protein. It delivers both the speed and the power, making it a true muscle-building heavyweight.
2 rounds down, and whey is looking pretty much unbeatable. But now, it's time for our final round, the quality report. Here we're looking beyond just speed or one specific amino acid. We're looking at the complete amino acid profile, and most importantly, how well your body can actually use it. This is the official scorecard. To judge this overall quality, scientists use a system called DIAS. The easiest way to think of this is as a usability score for protein. It's the gold standard because it doesn't just look at what's in the powder, it measures how much of those essential building blocks your body can actually absorb and put to work. After all, a protein isn't very useful if your body can't really access it.
And here is the report card. Now, any score over 1.0 is considered excellent quality. And we have a plot twist. While whey is still a top-tier A student, it's actually beef and egg protein that take home the A+ grades for the highest usability. Casein is right there with an excellent A as well. Soy comes in with a really solid B+, proving it's a high-quality plant option, while pea protein scores a little lower, which just shows that some single plant sources might lack that complete profile.
Okay, the championship rounds are over. The scores are in. But what does all of this science actually mean for you and your goals? It's time to go from competition to application. Now that we have the data, let's build your winning team. It's time to create your personal protein playbook.
All right, let's make this super practical. If your #1 goal is maximum recovery right after you train, your go-to is going to be whey for that unmatched speed and leucine punch. If you want to feed your muscles and prevent breakdown while you're sleeping, that slow-releasing casein is your absolute best friend. For those of you on a plant-based diet, soy or a modern plant blend that's been fortified with extra aminos is a fantastic choice for building muscle. And hey, if your goal is managing hunger and staying full, the slow-digesting nature of casein or even pea protein can be incredibly effective for that. We've met all the contenders. We've looked at the science from every angle. We've built your playbook. And now, after 3 grueling rounds, it is time to bring it all together and crown our ultimate protein champion.
So here it is, your ultimate cheat sheet. Whey is the king of speed and raw muscle-building power. Casein is the undisputed champion of that slow, sustained release. Egg and beef shine with top-tier overall quality, and soy stands strong as a fantastic all-around plant-based option. But notice something? No single protein wins every category. And that brings us to a huge insight. Maybe the goal isn't just to find one champion, but to build a championship team.
So who's the overall champion? Well, while whey's 1-2 punch of speed and power makes it an amazing tool, the real winning strategy might be combining them. A post-workout shake with both fast whey and slow casein could give you that immediate spike and a sustained release for hours. But you know who the real champion is? It's you, because now you're armed with the science to stop guessing and start building the perfect strategy for your body and your goals. So what's your new protein plan? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of fitness.